I bet you didn't thought I was going. Yo, what's going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today, obviously, we're going to be talking about how the alt-right or the far right, how these people have just gone completely so far to the right that it's absolutely unbelievable, to be honest. Because, like, since the death of George Floyd and since George Floyd has passed away, there's been this debate about Black Lives Matter. Then anytime black people say Black Lives Matter, then you hear these people go, well, all lives matter or white lives matter and all of that. And since then, black people have been doing so much work to get the attention of the movement. And then with the latest incident was like the Britain's Got Talent thing, when roughly about 20,000 people complained to Ofcom saying, oh, well, it's nighttime TV. We don't want to see something like that on our TV. Like, wait, excuse me. Hello? First, you need to realize that you actually live with an array of different people. You live with black people, Pakistani people. There's all kinds of people you live with. You need to get to the fact that there are people that are different from you, and the TV is not just for you, but it's for everyone else. So yeah, they complained to like the television regulator called Ofcom, and Ofcom had done a review about it, and they finally came to the conclusion that there's really nothing wrong with the thing that was being played on TV. And it was on Britain's Got Talent, so Diversity did this dance where it was more inspired by the police brutality thing going on in America, and the whole goal is just equality and obviously black people getting justice and all of that. But the racist people saw it and it was like, oh no, we can't deal with this shit, oh my god. So that's the problem. We've got two kinds of people everywhere you go, especially in this country. You've got the good people, like the good white people, and then you got the bad white people, like the people who complain to Ofcom. But then the bad ones are so bad that they drown out the good people, if that makes sense. You don't even hear about the good people. So generally, when you see like the far right, like the EDL and a range of these groups go out, breaking properties, doing that, they call them lads, and the lads, they're just lads, But when black people go out, do stuff and that, do you see how the tone that's been used to describe black people, for example, and the tone that's been used to describe white people? There's a bit of a difference. For example, when a black person does something, criminals, thugs, animals, that's what's going to be in the headline of the newspaper or the article, whatever you're reading. But when a white person does it, it comes more of a sweet person who made a mistake, if that makes sense. And that's just one of these little sort of thing that black people have to deal with. But obviously, we're still proud to be British, but I think this country wouldn't reach its full potential until black people are completely equal to white people. So, and in regards to the complaints, like, dude, think about it. Like, who would have the time to call, send letters just because you're offended, dude? Like, think about how many times that black people have been offended by police brutality and all of that stop and search is going on in this country. That when we talk about it, it's like, well, well, they shouldn't be breaking the law. They shouldn't be disrespecting the police. Like, come on, seriously. Like, I mean, do you see police just turning up to your stupid communities and, breaking stuff, like stop and searching people? Well, you can say, oh, well, statistically, black people are more prone to be violent than white people. Number one, that's actually bullshit. Black people aren't more prone to be violent or more inherently violent than white people. When you look throughout history, I mean, look at the damage that's been done. It hasn't really been done by black people. It's been done by, who I'm talking about, white people. Yeah, and when they bring up statistics, these people don't realize that London is actually not the most violent city in the UK. In fact, London is one of the most peaceful cities in the country, and these people don't realize that. So they will come up with some random statistics to, talk a lot of nonsense. And it's this alt-right people I just really want to know where they get their statistics from, to be honest, and their data that they use. And there's so many violence going on outside of London that no one is talking about, but all you hear is violence in London, black youths hurting each other. Anytime you talk about Black Lives Matter, that's what they bring up. Well, the black on black crime is going up every single day. Like, you care about those people. The truth is you don't. You just want a counter argument, because clearly you hate the Black Lives Matter movement. So you want a counter argument, which is, oh, well, to justify your racist points, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. When you look at these neighborhoods where there's black on black violence, crime is going on, like, these are like one of the most impoverished communities in the entirety of the UK. When you think about it, have you ever been to these places? No. So obviously when you go there, obviously I'm not trying to provide any excuses for these people. There's drugs, there's all of that. So when there's drugs being sold in a particular environment, there's crimes, and then there's like these stabbings and that. So these black people are just going to look at another black person and go, oh my god, it's one of us. In places like Norwich, for example, and Southampton, these places, these cities that are predominantly more white than there are black people or any other ethnic minority groups, there are crimes that go on there that is not written statistically, so you ain't gonna know about it or anything like that. I mean, crimes that are so bad, so horrible, that you're just gonna hold your mouth when you hear about it. And all you hear is you lot talk about London and everything going on in London. That's all you really care about, bro. Seriously, open your eyes and just look at the entirety of the country, rather than just putting your focus on one city, which is London. Because bear in mind, London, just to clarify, it's not England. England extends way beyond London. There's cities like Birmingham, Liverpool, Manchester, Norwich, Newcastle, and a range of different cities. So bear that in mind. And there's crimes that go in these places that have been committed by white people rather than black people. And no one talks about that, but all you see when you read the news is the headlines about, if it's a black person, obviously I've mentioned it, but the headlines are a little bit more aggressive. But if it's a white person, it's more cute, sort of thing, where he just doesn't know what he's doing. He made a mistake, he's a little kid. So yeah, until next time. Well, these hands are fast, yeah. Bye.